Hey chat, roll me a d20. Oh my god, is that a good roll? Is that a good roll for once? Holy shit. Holy shit. Another day. I wonder what awful things will happen this time. Right. At least my blade is still in good condition. Right. Seravith? Of course she's not in her chambers. She never is.
In reality, they never did. The damn thing practically works itself sometimes, you know, as long as the money flows. That's all people really care about. As long as the damn thing works.
Thesalor?
Good morning.
That's all people care about. Oh, Thesalor.
Hello, Ackerman. I am.
Good morning. How do you do? Some things I've been meaning to talk to you about just briefly in the morning here. First and foremost, as it regards the economy, I didn't know if you wanted the daily report or not.
Sure, why not?
Well, right now, I will just tell you. Oh, hello, Miss Loretta.
I have to restart.
I will
Kermit.
inform you that coin is actually flowing quite well through Adwick as it is right now, but we are in a material shortage, you see. There is a shortage of cloth. Definitely a shortage of cloth, a shortage of wool, and fibers, and cotton. We're in a certain shortage of that. Now, like I said, there is enough coin flowing, but shortage of cloth and wool and fibers, as well as wood. There's a shortage of wood going about. I don't know. I knew of a Gradian merchant who imported some recently, but that seems to be the trouble right now with the economy.
Very well.
Something else I heard, well, Not like there's too many people listen. Cardsman probably already knows this as well, but on my way to work this morning, I overheard, but the fight in Ambershire is, well, it's been taken to the walls, you see. It's a proper siege now in Ambershire, it seems. The Empire and the war. So, take that for what you will, but that's what I heard. I don't know the details, but that's where the war is now.
I see. That's most unfortunate news.
Indeed. As you are aware, of course, I think you certainly are aware, Miss Horetta, that Ambershire is very close to Lullen, which is supplying some of our wood. If Ambershire falls, I imagine that Lullen will simply be overrun shortly thereafter, along with our wood supply.
So between Adwick and Silverreach Mines?
Indeed it is. Wouldn't want that supply line to be interrupted.
It can't be
Well,
allowed to
considering
fall.
that they fired most of the dwarves, we won't be reaching much from them, will we?
Perhaps not.
The dwarves have been fired?
Well, 2 days ago, a bunch of them were at the tavern looking for work.
I see.
Is that so? I wonder if any of them stayed to help in our mines. I wonder if we were able to hire any of them.
Well, I sent them in the right direction. I hope they'll do something with that.
Indeed. Well, that's it for the economy as it stands currently. Like I said, there's plenty of coin flowing to and from, but without materials to funnel into returning that coin into goods and things, we're getting down to the tangibles, you see.
I see. It's held up in bureaucracy, isn't it? The wood cutting. Our woodcutter has said that she will pay if she can just cut down some trees. She will pay for the right to cut down trees. But apparently she's being stonewalled.
You're talking about the large woman, I think it was the Bjorning, is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, I delivered a note to her. She's not exactly certified or permitted to be cutting down all the trees in the damn forest. That's the work of the mill, you see. We deforest the place too quickly, it could cause a trouble, but, I mean, Thesalor, if you're willing to vouch for her on her behalf, I don't know, perhaps you could beseech the magistrate or beseech someone at the crown to make it happen.
Indeed. Perhaps we can, I don't know, get her in touch with the people who work at the mill.
Possibly. I know it's contentious right now. I've heard of some things going on at the mill, people selling up, selling down, the mill's oversold or something of that nature. I'm not quite sure. I don't keep, minute track of these kinds of things, but something about the mill being quite oversold and a backup of orders waiting to be processed. It's to be expected in a shortage, of course, so perhaps some of these crafters should seek alternative means to supply themselves without just the mill, you see.
I see.
Imports. Something else.
Imports? Where would we import wood from at this stage?
I was aware very briefly of a merchant who came to town, I think it was yesterday, from Gradia, who had a load of wood with him and was able to sell here. I did see it on his ledger that he submitted back as his daily dealings, so every now and then I imagine that a merchant will fortuitously come, perhaps from Gradia or elsewhere, to sell their goods, although, unfortunately, Master Thesalor, at quite a high premium, you see. Thus
Well, of
the trouble.
course. What about the nearby forests? Do we not have any logging operations in them? The Kagovia forest, for instance?
I don't know, to be honest with you. Certainly Badaria is too close to the war front, but Kagovia, perhaps? I'm not sure. That's to the west.
I see. Perhaps that's worth looking into. Maybe we could search the records for, well, whoever is in charge of logging operations in the city, and, I don't know, get with them on somehow expanding our reach.
I do have access to the ravens if they can pay the price.
The ravens, yes. Could try to send a
see
missive
if,
somewhere.
There is a nearby town out that way, perhaps.
I see.
Of course, not doing it unless they pay for the service.
Understandable. Well, definitely that wood is useful for shields and bows. Definitely the two things that wood is used for the most as far as equipment goes. And of course, reinforcements for the very place that we stand in. There's furniture and things that you see here, practical means, you know. And but definitely bows and shields. Bows and shields use wood in great supply.
Technically, everything's still not knocked over here.
Well, it should be put up by now.
I thought I
No,
told
it's
you it was
not.
your turn to clean this shit up, Ackerman.
I apologize, Master Torgrim, and my age.
I started in the back room, but it's a lot of work.
Yes, I imagine you were arranging it in your, what was it? The standard or something? Now, what was it?
Yes, the Hartford Standard. Master Thesalor doesn't
Yes.
like it, but, you know, anyone would be able to find anything. He doesn't need to have everything alphabetical anymore.
I just don't
Perhaps
see
it
the need.
is prudent to organize ahead of time, you know? I mean, I find it
You
eventually.
don't, but other people do.
Well, that is what we are
Eventually
here
isn't good
for.
enough.
In either case, I have a few letters I must write
Of course.
regarding this economic catastrophe we find ourselves in, and then I've got some errands to run. If you'll excuse me.
Indeed. Miss Master Torgrim, if you had not heard, I was explaining to Miss Veretta and Master Thesalor that I heard on the way to work this morning that the forces of the war front.
To whom it concerns, in light of the recent shortages of wood and backup of orders at the mill, I hereby vouch for one Irsa, a carpenter in this city, for all appropriate licenses and permits necessary for wood cutting. May she aid our economic efforts on behalf of the crown. Signed, Myrindal Thesalor. We'll see how much my word carries weight now that the magistrate thinks I'm up to whatever he thinks I'm up to. Next. What was that other letter I was going to send aside from the one to my uncle? What was it? Something he just mentioned. Ackerman. Come on, brain. We were talking about Ursa and that. All that good shit. Oh, the Merchants Guild. I need to, Hey, Bruns, can I get you for a sec? While I'm waiting, Uncle.
What's up?
I'd like to try and get in touch with that Merchants Guild that we talked about.
Okay, stand by. I'll get it set up.
Thank you. Dear Uncle, I fear that you may be correct. There was an attack recently on my place of work. I believe their target was me. I do not know why Elven men would target me, However, I have decided, after recently coming out of hiding, that I am fleeing west. By the time you receive this letter, I will be far from Adwick. For safety reasons, I cannot tell you where I am going. Myrindal Thesalor. P.S. Please give my mother my regards. I pray to the goddess that she is well. Stamped with my house sigil. This ought to throw off the assassins off my trail. All right. Torgrim?
He's not in here.
I see.
He went on some errands.
Very well. Do you know how to send the ravens?
No idea.
Fine. Can I entrust you with this? Please have Torgrim send it. Tell him it is, urgent that it is sent via Raven. Same ordeal as last time.
Where's it going?
Eshma Thalas.
Alright.
You'll see it's stamped with a sigil that you probably don't recognize.